you have to learn to embrace that as a challenge and keep going. I just saw opportunity to buy a business, inherit some of the assets, the client list, and the experience of the employees, etc. But
and now
for some reason, you still feel that obligation to say yes.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of With the Boys podcast. Come and hang out with the boys. Today, I have my good friend, Mike Stratton. And today, we're going to be talking about business. We're going to be talking about social media. And we're going to learn more about him on how he got to the point that he is right now and what are his goals for the future. All right? So, welcome, my good friend, Mike.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man, how you doing? Yeah,
peace out, brother.
There you go. Right, man. So I like to start with an icebreaker, So I'm going to start with would you rather questions. It always helps to kind of get like the conversation going,
All right, man.
A few laughs here and there, All right, so let's go ask the first one. Would you rather have to use chopsticks every day for the rest of your life or use a fork?
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fork.
Chopsticks. Oh, the fork. Oh, the fork. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of silly question, right? It's kind of common sense. Right. Yeah. Unless you learn just chopsticks and that's like your thing. But yeah, that was a silly question. Internet, do better, please. All right. Would you rather have to write everything you say by hand or only be able to speak in rhymes?
I'm a man of few words.
Okay.
So I'd probably write it down.
Probably write it down. Yeah, by hand. Everything, like the whole podcast, you will be like writing it. Like all.
Well, otherwise I'd have to say everything in rhymes.
Or you will be a great rapper.
That's true, man. A little practice.
You will be a great rapper. Yeah, okay. Well, by hand. Well, I think I'd rather. I know it will be annoying. Rather. Yeah, I think it will be annoying after a while, but after a while.
Well, that's the thing. You'd lose all your friends.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's true. That's true. That's a
good major downside there.
That's a huge downside. Yeah. We kind of need friends, right?
Exactly.
Sometimes I feel like we don't, but. All right. So, would you rather listen to an annoying laugh for a whole day or get a tickle for an hour? That's a silly question. So, annoying laugh for a whole day or just get nonstop tickle for an hour?
Both are torture.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Try to sit next to, no, I'm not going to say names.
Well, dude, I'd probably just man up, take the tickle, and they'll be over in an hour.
Take the tickle.
Just take that tickle, man.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it.
Yeah.
Like a whole day of just hearing something. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's way too much, right?
No, thanks.
Yeah, that's too much. Okay, yeah, I think I'll pick the tickle too. Just an hour.
Just an hour. Just a horrible hour.
It's a long time though, if you think about it. Were do you have brothers? Mm-hmm. Were they like older?
I'm the oldest.
You're the man, you did that to them. Yeah. I'm the youngest.
I do it to my son too.
Yeah. So you never got like tickled like that, right? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Cousins or anything. Well, I have older brothers, so they did that to me. And an hour sounds that's a long time, bro. Like, yeah, okay. All right.
What else you got?
Yeah, I think I picked the tickle too. All right. Okay, would you rather lose the ability to cry or cry every day for 20 minutes randomly?
Oh, no way. I'd rather just never cry.
You never cry? Yeah.
Who likes to cry?
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's true.
Of course, then.
There's some people that kind of like to cry for everything.
Let it out from time to time.
Yeah, it's kind of healthy to do it every once in a while, right? I guess. But not in front of people and randomly though.
Yeah, I feel like the internet kind of gave you the short end of the stick on those questions.
I know, dude.
They're easy.
I know. Yeah, that's true. Because imagine if you had to like cry randomly, like for 20 minutes. Oh, yeah.
It's like horrible.
Yeah, you were in a business meeting and you just like, yes, sir. So these are my prices for my services.
You just have to learn how to. You'd have to learn how to sell it.
You'd have to learn how to sell it. Yeah. You're like, oh my God, this is such a good.
It might be a blessing, man. You just learn how.
That's true. Like they feel bad about you.
Be emotional.
Yeah.
Sell your emotional.
Right. Yeah.
Perhaps.
That's true. You can.
That's the card you're dealt. You got to figure.
You have to figure it out. Yeah. Like, true, because like, oh my God, this is such a great service for such a low price.
You probably just have to excuse yourself.
And just walk out.
Yeah,
for 20 minutes,
and then talk about some sob story, or talk about how emotional the deal.
Yeah, it's like it means a lot to you, and you're just like,
we're both just winning.
Yeah, exactly.
And I love winning.
Like, tear up.
These are tears of joy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I see. I'm already selling it.
You're good.
Natural
I like
born.
That. Yeah, natural born. Yeah, I like that. Where are you from?
I'm from Spokane, Washington.
Oh, okay.
East side of the state, kind of right on the Idaho border.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do you ask? Because my accent?
No.
Oh.
Really? Talking about accents here. I don't.
What border are you?
The north one. I'm from Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This accent that you hear is like from Canada.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Everybody's like, really? And like,
friendly, worthless neighbors.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got jokes too, you know.
Man.
That's hilarious, dude. Okay, so you're from Washington, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why you here in San Diego?
In San Diego.
Yeah, how you ended up here?
The Northwest is really beautiful.
Uh-huh.
We all know that, but the weather is rough. My wife and I lived in Portland, Oregon area for
I've been there
4 years, I think. And just got tired of the cold, tired of the constant rain. It's always overcast. And we both had a couple of friends down here and had no kids. She was newly graduated from grad school, so just felt like an opportune time, and so
to come down
made
here.
the leap. Yeah,
that's good, man. Yeah, I've been in Portland. I visited Portland. Some family there. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Not to stay.
But
it's like
cool
to
city,
visit,
man.
you know, like
there's good food and
a lot of green.
Green is pretty out there.
Yeah, a lot of like forest, right? Like a lot of green. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. All right, so you decided to move down here with your wife, right?
That's right. Yeah, well, we were married at the time. We've been married for almost 10 years now.
Oh, nice. Congrats, man. You make
that.
You make the, how's it called? The 7-year gap or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they say the 7 years is one of the toughest stretches.
Toughest, right? Yeah. You did it.
Made it.
Congratulations.
Powered through it.
Yeah. Powered through it. Oh, yeah. So you guys decided to move down here. But tell me more. Was it just because, like, oh, let's move out of Oregon, Portland? But you had a business back then? Or how was that?
I was a carpenter. I was in the union working on large commercial projects, concrete projects primarily. And I did some work in healthcare, the healthcare industry, so doing construction on hospitals and things like that. Part of the reason why it was easy or semi-easy for us to move is I just switched over to the union down here. I was able to get a job pretty easily. But I had always had the goal of starting my own business.
Your own business.
So in a way, getting into the trades and working in the field was just a way of me educating myself and getting the field experience that I could then apply down the road when I did start my business.
Cool. That's cool. So you moved down here. You work for a union and with concrete.
That's right.
With your wife. What year was that?
That was 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So then what year you decided, like, okay, I'm done with the union. Let's go. Business.
Well, between the time I started my business and I left the union, I took a job as a project manager, estimator, salesperson, kind of a combo position with a waterproofing subcontractor.
Okay.
It's semi-related to concrete because a lot of the applications, the waterproofing applications go onto the concrete surfaces.
Yeah.
But again, I took that position so I could learn that side of the business, learn how to estimate, learn how to sell to customers, and
which is huge.
Operate as that specialty contractor. And so, I did that for a couple years, 3 or 4 years actually. And in 2019, I got my contractor's license and started my company. However, I didn't quit my job or anything. I just kind of was doing it all behind the scenes.
Okay, so, like a side gig kind of.
Yeah, like a psychic?
Side gig.
Side gig.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like a psychic. Yeah, accent, I have my accent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From Washington.
From Washington.
Yeah.
From the northern border.
Yeah, Canada.
For sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, so then you started, like, you had your job, and then on the side, you started, like, doing some, like, extra work and stuff like that. So
I took on a couple of just side projects because my job is pretty flexible, so I was able to kind of juggle a little bit and just kind of try to get my name out there. It was a little awkward at first, just trying to represent myself as my own company, but it's kind of a step that you have to take.
You have to take. So in the beginning, you will like go out and search for the client, and then you did it.
Yeah,
like, hands-on.
I mainly kind of just network because I knew people in the business and the trades, and so I told them about me getting my license, and they were like, "Hey, would you be interested in looking at this job and that?" So I didn't really advertise or anything. I just started
doing things. Okay,
doing little things on the side,
word of mouth and stuff like that. Okay, cool. So then you did it, right? Like you were the one working on, or you had like contractors?
Yeah, I was the one doing it. I did have like I would maybe do little subcontractor stuff, or I would hire from day labor services to help supplement labor. Yeah, but you can only take on so much when you're doing something on the side and you're working full time, and so there came a point in time where I just had to go for it.
Just go all out. When was that?
It was after COVID hit. So I think it was like around 2020, 2021 in that time. Yeah. September 2020, I think, perhaps.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Around then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put in my notice. My employer kept me on for a little bit to help train up my replacement, and we maintain a good relationship. I've actually worked as a subcontractor for them and vice versa. Cool. So it worked out pretty good. That's great.
Yeah. And never burn a bridge and stuff like that. No. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, had something similar. Well, yeah, because I started a business like back in 2018, beginning 2019, but it fell like bad. Oh, okay. Well, I had a partner back then. I was up in LA, and it just things didn't work out, So then it's always easy to get a job, right? It's easier to get a job than just to do a business. To start a business. Sure. So it was something similar. Then I got a job, and 2020 moved down here, started working for this escrow company, working with them as their the content creator, marketing and all that. But then I started doing things on the side. Not when I just moved in 2020. I didn't do things on the side because the whole pandemic and everything was closed. But in 2021, I kind of started doing things here and there. But 2022 was the year. I was like, okay, I'm going more.
That was the big launch.
Yeah, that was kind of the big. It? Yeah,
right on, man.
Yeah, mostly after September 2022. That's when okay, full on, let's go.
Pulled all the stops.
Yeah,
you were all in.
All in.
Yeah,
knocking doors.
It's a scary feeling.
It is very scary. Well, we have someone in common, Joe. Right?
Yeah.
And so he kind of...
Shout out, Joe. What's up, Joe?
Yeah, shout out to Joe. And it was... he kind of helped me to kind of give that leap because I was still working for the company, right? Mm-hmm. And I have my clients... And here's the funny thing. I have my clients on the outside already. I have enough clients to make a little more than what I was making in the company, what they were paying me. Already, if for whatever reason I quit, okay, I'm already making the same amount or a little more than that. So it's I was just afraid to give the big step, to okay, I'm not an employee anymore. Mm-hmm. So then, so
there's a feeling of safety when you're an employee.
Yeah,
it's kind of you get the predictable income and
health insurance.
Yeah, and everything. You're not reliant on yourself and your efforts for all your income.
Yeah, but now I won't go back.
No,
there's no way. I can't.
Yeah. Once you take the leap, it's game over, man.
Dude, it's because I think it's I'm pretty sure this happened to you too, is that I saw the potential. It's why wouldn't why would I come back? What? Not to work with them, but any job. Right. Why would I? It's so easy. I can just get any job and I'll be good,
Comfortable.
Yeah.
Comfortable isn't what
I don't want that.
We're going for here.
Oh, man, we're trying to build something here.
I got a new saying.
All right, tell me.
Savage is greater than average.
Love that.
I don't know.
That's good.
I was thinking a.
You made that up?
Yeah. Kind of.
Well, I like it.
Yeah. I was envisioning the text. Savage and then the greater than sign.
Yeah. Oh. I like that.
My mantra.
That can be your your personal branding what we're talking in the morning. Yeah.
I'm not interested in being average.
No. That average is boring, bro.
Boring, man.
Yeah, it's extremely boring. That can be your you can make shirts and stuff like that. Yeah. Hats savage, and then the greater than.
You can even abbreviate it. Average is AVG. Savage could be SVG. Savage.
Exactly.
And nobody would know what it is except for people who know.
Except
if you know, then you know.
Yeah.
You get it, dude.
I get it. Hell yeah, bro.
Man.
Yeah. No, except people that follow you. They'll like become your followers. Like, yeah.
That will become my followers when I take the necessary step to create social media.
Yeah. And put yourself out there. Yeah. Well, you're pretty funny.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty funny. I don't know if you plan to be funny or you just like you're just naturally funny, but let's talk about that because there's like you know we're in the part of the same group. Latip La Jolla, shout out to all the Tip members.
What up, Latip?
Yeah. So we all like, is he like naturally like trying to be funny or he's just like that? Like, do you try or you just naturally like that? That's the big question that all the Tip members.
They're all asking. You guys are all talking behind my back, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's not a secret.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah, I mean, we as soon as you get up, everybody's like expecting to laugh.
There's a lot of pressure. Here's the thing, I know that, and I feel the pressure. Man.
You do,
yeah.
Dude. Yeah, hell
but
yeah.
I keep on delivering.
You keep, you're doing a good job. Yeah,
I don't know, man. I think it's a combination of both. Like, I typically don't stand up in front of everybody with like a bunch of jokes in my back pocket, but I understand that especially in the way you deliver, you can make a lot of things that aren't really funny. Like the words themselves aren't really funny. It's just the way you
say it
can express those words, your body language and your voice inflection and things like that. And a lot of it has to do with the person that's delivering it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I can get away with saying things that some people can't, or some things that I would say would not be funny if other people said it.
Yeah. And the way you say it, like you say it right now.
Yeah, it's like the way you say it. I don't know, man.
The delivery.
It's the delivery. It's primarily the delivery.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I have some wit, like real funny shit that I say. But for the most part, I just say things in such a way. And I think it's partly like a coping mechanism. I've always been nervous to talk in front of people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so I kind of know that I can say things in like kind of that awkward, dry humor way, and people laugh, and it kind of lightens the mood, which makes me feel better,
comfortable.
So that's kind of where it comes from. Is like almost a place of insecurity, but I've figured out how to kind of
work
use
around
it to my
it.
advantage, I guess.
You're right. Like every time you get up, like everybody's already kind of expecting what he's gonna say today. No pressure.
No,
but pressure. You know, I mean, you're an entertainer, man. You are
natural born. Well, that's the thing. Like, I think that I really need to have a social media presence because I think I could be at least semi-successful and like put out some decent content. Yeah. And it's a really important part of branding your business.
Yeah.
So.
And then you want to grow your personal brand, and so
yeah.
We were talking about
just now, like kind of understanding what that means, like the personal brand, like aside from the business being like the concrete guy or the concrete enthusiast or the guy who just, you know, it's kind of weird and it's very uncomfortable for me. I don't really like the spotlight or being in front of the camera. Certainly don't like selfies, you know, holding the camera out and be like,
"What's up, guys?
What up, guys?" It's not my
What's
thing,
up, guys? What you see? Yeah. That's my impression.
But that's part, like, I need to get comfortable with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I've been really working on breaking past my boundaries and these insecurities that I have.
Yeah.
Because they're just holding me back. You know, not having a social media presence because I don't feel comfortable like making videos or, you know, talking in front of that's not a good thing. It's holding me back.
It's holding you back, yeah.
I'm unable to use social media as a tool to brand my business because of that. So I'm just really working on getting past those limitations, those mental barriers that I have. But we'll get there with the help of maybe a social media guru.
Yeah, I know a guy.
Yeah,
I know a guy.
He's from the northern border.
He's from the Canadian. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, man. I'm doing this program called 75 Hard. A lot of people have heard of it.
I think so. Is it like the 75 days thing?
75 days, yeah.
Right.
It's a lot of folks think of it as a fitness challenge, which there's a definite fitness component to it, but it's more about grit, mental toughness, just doing these tasks every day, things that you don't necessarily want to.
Yeah.
I hate working out personally. I'm not a gym rat, but part of the program you have to work out twice a day for 45 minutes.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
And one of them has to be outside, super inconvenient. have to drink a gallon of water each day.
Well, that's easy. Right?
For me, it is. A couple of my buddies are doing it. One of them's much smaller than I. And that's like, he said it's the most difficult part of the program is
the water,
drinking the water.
That's the easy, I think.
Oh yeah, dude.
Right.
For me, it's no problem. But
drink water, a gallon of water.
But the workouts are not for me. You have to read 10 pages, etc. But anyways, I say that because the reason I'm doing the program is not to get shredded, which, by the way, I will get shredded if you work out twice a day, every day for 75 days, obviously.
And drink a gallon of water.
Not to mention I'm already shredded.
Okay.
But
just saying. It
is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying that because the reason I'm doing that program is because one of the main allures or the draw for me to do it is that it forces you to do things that you don't really want to do every day and develop that grit and that mindset that even though I don't really feel like doing something, sometimes those things have to be done.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, Mike Tyson has a really great quote. He says, discipline is doing something that you don't like to do, but you do it like you love it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like quotes. Quotes are cool.
Quotes are great, yeah. I live my life reading quotes. My life is a quote.
Every day. Face tattoo, man.
Right? And then have you seen that interview when he's like, some dude's like, put the straps on him. And like he's like, no?
I've not seen such interview.
No, yeah, it's intense.
Sounds like it.
He's scary. He's a scary guy when he was younger. Not nowadays. I think he's
bit
like
off someone's ear, man.
Yeah,
savage.
Right.
In a bad way, not.
No. He was a bad. Like he was a bad human. Yeah, he was bad, and I think it was. Do you watch fights? You watch? Not really.
No, not really.
There's another fighter that his name is John Bones, UFC fighter, and he's like, I'm a bad guy trying to be good, and Mike Tyson is like, oh yeah, me too. He was bad, dude.
Dude, people can turn their lives around, man.
Hey, man, you know those people tend to be the wisest ones because they kind of like run if they survive.
Well, yeah, and they've seen both sides of of life. You know, they've been in a real dark place, and some of that whatever was going through their head at the time, and then however they got out of it. You can help a lot of people.
Yeah,
when you go through the shit,
go through that stuff. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. Yeah, so Mike, shout out to Mike if you ever see this podcast.
What up, Mike?
We like you.
Yeah. You better say that.
We like you. You tiger too. Yeah. All right, man. So cool. So you're doing these 72 days challenge. What was the name again?
75 hard.
Oh, 75 hard. Yeah, you're doing the 75 hard challenge. Yeah. So what do you have to do exactly?
So every day you do 2 workouts for 45 minutes each minimum. One of those workouts has to be outdoors.
That's a tough one.
That's very tough. Yeah. You have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction business or self-improvement type book each day.
That's not that tough, but it's a little like tedious maybe.
Yeah. I like to read, so that I mean, it's a good
just make the time for it.
Yeah.
It can be at any time?
Anytime. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe
each of these things has to happen during the course of a day.
The day, okay.
Each day. You have to take a progress photo each day, which I actually forgot the progress photo on day 9. And if you miss something, you have to start over on day 1. So I started over on day 1.
That's tough.
Brutal.
Yeah. Brutal.
And it's like it's all about personal integrity. Like nobody's really holding me accountable, but I knew that I missed it, and then that's the number 1 rule: is you have to do everything without concessions, without tweaking it, without making it your own.
Excuses.
You also have to follow a diet that aligns with whatever your goals are. So
do you get a diet?
Yeah, I'm just doing whole food diet, like clean eating. So essentially, no fried foods, no processed foods.
Got it.
No pasta or bread products type of thing. No sugar. That's the main thing. That's the toughest part.
Yeah. Because technically, almost they put sugar in everything.
Everything, man.
Right, like even things that you will not expect.
No alcohol. 0 alcohol. That's why.
That's why you were like, no, thank you. Yeah.
Drinking this water.
And me, and like in the video last week, I was like, yeah, Mike, you like that?
I know. Like, I'm some sort of party animal.
Remember that in the video?
Yeah, I do remember that.
What's hilarious though, like when I was doing it, it was like, I think I said Bob.
You shouted to Bob.
Yeah.
TC,
Milton. So maybe Milton might like that. I said, I know Mike would like it. Yeah, TC. That was funny. So you're doing that, man. That's good.
Yeah, I'm doing it just to make myself better, man.
So how many days you have done now after the restart?
I'm on day 17, I think.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I got a ways to go, man.
Yeah. Still, well, I mean, 17 days.
Almost 2 months to go.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna for sure 100% do it.
You do it.
Yeah, I just flipped a switch in my mind. Like, this is what my life is now. I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Discipline.
Yeah. Just make it happen.
Make it happen. That's a bit. I might try it, dude.
Yeah, I'll send you the podcast.
Okay.
There's a whole podcast on it where he talks about like the philosophy behind it.
Okay. Does he have like a structure that you fill out or something?
Yeah, there's an app actually. It costs $5, which is kind of a bummer, but it
like
helps you track it.
Once?
Yeah, one time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just buy it
and that's it. Okay.
Yeah, it was created by Andy Frisella. He's the co-founder and CEO of First Form Supplements.
Okay.
You familiar with the
Reformers? I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
Shout out.
Yeah. He has a pretty big podcast out there, but I'll send you the episode.
Okay. Yeah. Because I produce podcasts, right? So there's another podcast that I produce. It's called the What's Next podcast with Levi. You met him?
Yeah.
He's the host.
Oh, cool.
For that. And there was this lady, I forgot, what you said? Forget her name, but what's this lady? Nicole Quiroz. Nicole Quiroz is this real estate agent, and she was doing that. That was the first time I heard about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like, 75 and da-da-da, and then exactly the same thing that you were saying. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But now you're like the fourth person that I heard they're doing that.
It came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
And
People
kind of talked about it like it was a trend or some just like.
Yeah. But it sounds tough.
Yeah.
It sounds tough.
Yeah, it's still going strong. People are still doing it, so I think there must be to it.
So what's the end goal for that?
The end goal is to kind of
what was the lesson you learned from that doing that challenge? Like what's the guy's what's his name?
Andy.
So,
I wouldn't give it justice by trying to explain it. For me, the main reasons I wanted to do it is I wanted to learn those habits of grit.
Okay.
Being in powering through things that I don't want to do. I'm really bad at rationalizing. You know, I have these, especially in my business, I have these tasks that I know need to be done. I know I need to log my receivables or a lot of the admin stuff, and I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And so I rationalized. I was like, well, I actually have this other stuff that I could be doing, and
to not do it.
And I just I don't have the discipline to force myself to do that. And in addition to that, it teaches you how to say no. Like I can't drink for 75 days, and be in plenty of social situations where I'll feel social pressure to drink.
Yeah.
And being able to just say no without excuses, without
guys saying in videos.
I don't want to just say no. It's okay.
Yeah.
To say no, I'm good. I don't need to.
Yeah. And sometimes people don't.
And I can apply that in my business big time. And I'm a yes man. Like people say, well, now that we have you here, would you look at this other shit that's not even related to what I'm doing? I have my general contractor's license. And so I'm like, well, I might be able to help you out. And then every time I regret it. It just sucks up all my time. And we're not efficient at doing those scopes. So staying in our lane.
Stay in your lane,
And just learning just to say, no, sorry, that's not really what we do. But here, I'll send you somebody who can.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100% because I think I'm a little bit of a yes man sometimes too. So I kind of like get that. Some people tend to be like that, right?
Yeah.
So we had this client and they were asking us to do some part of marketing that we don't do. And my assistant, she was saying, yeah, let's do it. Like I can maybe find somebody to help out there, like to get on the role. And I was just like, no, I don't want to get involved into that because we're not going to do a great job. You're just going to fail. Like
yeah, man. And you use up all your time, your mental bandwidth, your resources trying to figure out how to do this thing that you don't really do just to make somebody happy. But in reality, your deliverable, whatever you provide them, might not even be up to the standard that they want because it's not really what you do and you're good at. So nobody wins.
Exactly.
But
and now
for some reason, you still feel that obligation to say yes. And a lot of people do, and I do. But so all that to say that's another big reason why I wanted to do that 75 hard program.
Okay.
Because a lot of things you have to say no to. Going out to eat and like you have to say no to pretty much the whole menu or whatever. So
you make prep meals right now?
I'm not doing very well on that. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip. Just go to the store and like yesterday we had nothing to eat, so I made some rice. Went to the store, grabbed some chicken thighs and fried them up. I need to. But meal prep would be very helpful. For me
to stay.
Yeah, buy a Costco thing and nuts. like peanuts. Just had them in my truck. So that was pretty much what I would eat for lunch. Okay. I'm driving around all day. Just eating peanuts.
The protein right there. Peanuts. Yeah. That's good, man. Yeah. Okay. So hold on. So you eat peanuts for lunch? Is that all you eat?
I eat peanuts for lunch. Primarily. And pecans.
Is that like a French word?
I don't know, man. They're another kind of nut.
Yeah.
There's plenty of other stuff I could eat, but it's just
easy. Just grab them and start eating.
So like meal prep would be a major thing that could help. But it's hard because like food on the go, like sandwiches and stuff, or packaged things or bars. Most of those like snack bars, they all have chocolate and sugar and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
it's challenging.
Even there's like snacks that you might think they don't have like sugar, they have it in it, right? And it's just like you don't even know, like even spicy food, like you read the ingredients and they're like a bunch of sugar.
Yeah, like a general rule is if you can't pronounce the ingredients, you probably shouldn't eat it.
Yeah. Which that's why I don't eat.
That's why you don't eat either.
Can't pronounce
English.
I cannot pronounce anything.
You go to Mexico though, you can eat whatever.
I eat a bunch of shit. Canada, bro. Canada.
You go to Canada?
Yeah. Sorry.
Racist.
Yeah. Sorry. Dude, that's hilarious. Let's back up a little bit. Okay. So you have a new business now.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
3 months ago in January 2023, I closed on a deal. I purchased a business, existing concrete construction business. And that was a business I was already in. I had started my own company, SSCI Structures. I just saw opportunity to buy a business, inherit some of the assets and the client list and the experience of the employees, et cetera, just kind of accelerate growth. So that was the idea. So I took out an SBA loan and purchased the business. So it's been about 3 months now, and it's been a lot.
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
What's like the biggest challenge you have encountered?
So I essentially dissolved my own brand, and then taking on the new brand. So trying to integrate everything, trying to learn the standards and procedures of the existing employees and what they're used to versus what I would like to see. So I kind of went in with the approach that I wanted to kind of maintain the continuity of what they were doing, not shake up the boat too much.
Yeah.
And then slowly try to adjust things, turn the dials here and there. And that's what I've tried to do, but it always sounds better in theory. You have this picture of the way things are going to go, and then you just get hit with a fire hose.
Yeah.
And
like, who's the new boss and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Who's this guy? Who do you think he is and stuff?
No.
Not really? They're pretty cool?
Yeah, the employees have been good. It feels like they've adjusted well.
That's good. Yeah. So how many employees do you have?
I had 2 full-time employees, carpenter, form setter, and a laborer. Let the laborer go a couple weeks ago. We're looking for another person to fill that slot. I have about 14 part-time. They're very part-time employees. They're on these what we call finisher crews. So in concrete, you have concrete finishers, a very specialized trade. They're the ones who actually pour, flatten, trowel, smooth, and finish the concrete. It's what you see, the finished product. So whether it's smooth or broom finish or stamp or whatever. So those are the guys who really are highly skilled. They're the ones who make me look good. That was the biggest allure to buying the business, was being able to have those resources, because I had worked with other finishers and they were good, but being able to build relationships with that caliber, the caliber of finishers that are now on my team, there's a lot of value there. So those are the guys that, like I said, make me look good. They turn over the finished product. Customers are thrilled. Yeah. And hence why they get the big bucks. Yeah. So there's 2 separate crews, and each crew has 6, 7, even more guys. So there's like a foreman, and then they have a whole network of guys, and they're all on payroll. We do everything legit, which is difficult.
Which is new for you.
Well, most guys, there's a lot of concrete guys who just pay cash, and a lot of under the table stuff going on, and I'm working really hard to keep things by the book and legit, to protect myself, but also to grow the proper way and build lasting relationships with employees. And, you know, there's a lot of shortcuts you can take, but a lot of times they don't pay dividends in the long haul, at least in my view.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's smart.
No,
I think you're right on point right there. Yeah. Cool, man. So what's your plan for the business? Like, I know you just got it, but are you planning to have it for a long time or build it, or what?
I want to grow. You know, in my philosophy, business has to grow. Right now I'm working a lot, and without growth, without being able to build a team of people who can kind of step in and run the business on my behalf, I'll just be working a lot, hard, working myself to death forever. So you have to grow. And so the idea is to grow at a controlled pace. And there's such a thing as growing pains, where things grow too fast and it just becomes unmanageable, and you can't manage your cash flow and you go bankrupt. So I'm trying to be cognizant of that, but not let it temper my ambition too much. But the plan is to grow, and within 5 years of the purchase, I want to be able to sell it for the price of $10 million. Is that crazy? I don't know.
No, it's not crazy. It's
$10 million bucks.
Yeah, it's nothing. You know.
So we'll see. That's the idea. There's a lot of private equity groups out there who will pay a premium for a business with really good systems, good personnel, and healthy returns. Yeah. So I want to build that for me anyway, and then hopefully we get to who knows, maybe I'll just love what I'm doing and I want to keep doing it. Yeah. And be making a great income at the time, or maybe I'll sell it and move on to another venture. I'm sure I won't be able to stay still.
Yeah. What if you do that? What other thing you like to do?
I don't know, man. I've always had be
a comedian.
Be a comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you do great. I
could try my hand.
Yeah, I think you do great.
Dude, that would be a major conquering my fears. Dude, what could be worse than standing up in front of a group of people and trying to tell a joke and just hearing crickets?
Yeah, that's horrible.
That would be just...
Yeah, it has happened to me several times.
Yeah. Has it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It sucks to me.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks to me. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Like, but you have to. I guess it's all about keep the show going, right? If they don't laugh, just keep going.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can make a joke about how nobody laughed, and people will probably give you a courtesy laugh or whatever. And edge off. But you can only do that so many times. So if you're just totally bombing. And dude, it sucks not only for the guy who's telling the jokes, but the people in the audience. I've been in in shows that are not funny, and it's super uncomfortable
for the people too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
because they feel like you're at a comedy show. You feel obligated to laugh. But it's not funny, man. I'm sorry. Get a new job, dude. Yeah,
this is not for you, man. This is not for you.
Do us a favor and quit, man. No, don't listen.
Do yourself a favor.
That's part of it, man.
Yeah,
and I like. If you listen to Joe Rogan and stuff, he talks to all these comedians and their journey, and they all have to power through that part of the journey. Man,
it's horrible. Tough. Yeah,
and even the best sound like they bomb from time to time. So anyway, that's not where. Whatever. I'm not gonna do stand up comedy.
You want? Yeah,
I've always wanted to you
should try.
Maybe
on a weekend.
Probably not.
Just go up there and just let's see if I'm funny.
Like you gotta have material.
Well, I mean,
you can't just stand up there and.
I mean, work on the material. Take one of those online classes and just get some material, 20 minutes, maybe, and just go up there and hey guys, this is my first time. I'm trying to be funny, so
an open mic.
Yeah, just try to laugh. All right, don't be too mean to me.
There you go.
Yeah,
set the stage.
Yeah, set the stage and guys, my dream. It's always going to be a comedian.
I love making people laugh is awesome.
It's great.
Laugh is an expression of joy.
Yeah.
It would be so cool to be able to make people laugh for a living. But
true.
I don't know if that's really.
I have a very
passionate about.
I tend to have a hard sense of humor. Some people what I mean hard is people get I listen in my culture, Mexico. We are very rough. Mexican sense of humor. We make fun of a lot of things that sometimes here is not very acceptable.
People are too sensitive, man.
Yeah,
that's what I love about comedy is that
you can get away with it.
You can get away with it. You cross those boundaries. You're not politically correct. You say what and you say things purposely that are offensive, but in a way that is funny.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's true.
I like it.
Yeah, I like comedy for that reason too. Even though
the whole
still
culture of it's great.
Yeah, even though some people try to cancel things and I mean, cancel culture and all that stuff for the right reasons. I think it's fine, but sometimes I think they go too far.
Yeah,
some things.
I think it's not fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come
people
on.
People need to be able to express their.
People need to learn how to laugh about themselves. You know, like I laugh about myself. Like, I have a lot of things that make fun of myself. My accent. You know, I always like introduce myself, like, excuse my accent. You know, and things like that. Yeah. Look, imagine if I would like get like offended. You know how many people make fun of my accent every single day. Everyone.
Well, it's good that you have a good sense of humor.
Yeah, even my closest friend makes fun of my accent, you know, and
well, these days, like, sometimes people would think it's racist.
I think it depends. Like, my friend Levi always tells me, makes fun of my accent, but he's my friend. I know he's not racist. You get me?
Right.
But like, I guess it depends on how they're saying it. If they're saying it like mad and trying to like hurt me, then I'm like, okay, this guy might be a little racist, you know.
Goes back to delivery, I guess.
Exactly, goes back to delivery, but if they're trying to be funny, it's okay, you know. I personally, it goes back to delivery. Yeah. If they try, like I said, you can tell when somebody's like trying to be hurtful, right? I guess. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
it's about the intent.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So imagine like if I get like sensitive every time they make a final ask, I would not finish high school. I would not finish high school. Yeah. You know how tough it is to have an accent in high school.
Owner, you kind of have to have thick skin. You have to be able to power through.
Exactly.
You get knocked down all
power
the time.
Through, yeah. That's why you had to do the 75 challenge.
That's
like,
right.
Fucking just
you should do it, man.
Yeah. I'm feeling so tempted right now. Like, so tempted to start. Not tomorrow, but maybe Monday. You know, like,
that's fair.
Just maybe a little.
Yeah, me and my buddies had a kind of a last hurrah. We went and got beers and sushi and
all that.
Rolled up a doobie, you know, things like that. Whatever.
Yeah, sure. I need to listen to that podcast though to see like the rules and the philosophy behind it. Like, because I would like to know like the meaning, like why. What's the why, right? Like, is it to build discipline?
Yeah.
Is it to,
essentially.
You say grit, right?
Discipline, grit,
power
mental
through
toughness.
Shit. Yeah, mental toughness. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what sounds like it. You know, like mental toughness. We all need that, right?
You seem like the type of guy that could do it and would get into it, you know?
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm pretty tough. I feel like.
Yeah, man.
You know, I think.
I wouldn't fuck with you. No way.
I wouldn't fight with you.
Fair.
You're shredded under that shirt.
Shredded.
Okay, so after you build your business, you're gonna go pursue comedy on the side. But besides that, what else would you like to pursue after?
I really don't know. I'd like to be able to help people. Okay. Especially somehow if we could impact the homeless population, whatever I can do to do that. I mean, I'd like to do it before I sell. I mean, there's disadvantaged people that need work, and the type of work that I do, concrete work, is pretty non-discriminatory, you know? So if, you know, I'd love to be able to hire and help people get out of those tough situations that they're in while I'm in business, and then maybe in the future with more resources, financial resources, I could make more of an impact. I don't know. I don't really have my sights set on anything beyond that
right now. Yeah,
guess I'll figure that out.
Yeah, but you have like the overview things, kind of, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, kind of like the route that you want to follow. You just need to like focus on like, okay, this is exactly what I'm gonna do.
That's right.
Well, that's cool, man. I like that. Helping people. That's always good. You know?
Yeah, man. I think people just need to do more of that.
Yeah, because if you make it, like, come on, you know, give some.
Yeah, I'm a relatively privileged person. I mean, I didn't grow up rich or anything, but you know, I have both my parents. I had food on the table growing up, and I was able to go to college, and so a lot of people don't get the opportunities that I had. I wasn't abused, things like that. So with that sort of privilege, I feel like I have a bit of a leg up on a lot of people, and I'd like to be able to, you know, pay it forward or just be helpful to other people, because not everybody gets the same opportunities. And I'm a big fan of enabling people to get past their situation, you know, and be self-sufficient. And however I can contribute to that, that's what I want to do.
That's good, man. That's a very noble cause that you have, like, right there, you know? Yeah, it's noble. Yeah, nobleman. It is. Yeah, you're a nobleman. You're a nobleman. Well, that's good, man. You know, I like to hear that. So I know you gotta go. So
indeed,
I don't want you to get in trouble with your wife.
Wife. Got a 2-year-old at home. Demands my attention.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
2-year-old.
He's a good dude, though, by the way.
He's a good dude. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. What's his name?
His name's Bennett.
Bennett.
He's 2.5. He's really into Spider-Man.
At 2 years old?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's like...
Yeah. Constant.
Constantly. As soon as you walked in...
Yeah.
He's like, do you play along with it? Like, you got me.
Like, dude, you can only... He wants me to be the Green Goblin, and he's Spider-Man. And then, but, like, how do you pretend to be the Green Goblin? I don't know. You just kind of run around the house and...
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one, right?
Yeah,
you had to be a bad guy.
But kids like it when their parents play with them. Like, that's how they feel loved.
Yeah.
That's what my wife told me, at least. That's what research has shown.
Yeah. That's what my wife told me.
That's really how kids feel loved, is when their parents really engage and play with them. That's I want to, even if it's not, like, fun for me to play Green Goblin, I'll do it.
It's not very fun.
It's good for him, you know.
I have a daughter. She's 5 years old.
5?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I went through that, and yeah, sometimes it's just like, it's not fun, because you know, for them is the greatest thing in the world, but for you, not get me wrong, playing with your kids is great. It's just sometimes like, okay, this is not too exciting, you know.
Yeah, and it can get very repetitive and things, but that's part of it.
And then they always want more. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I play with my daughter, more.
Classic.
Yeah, and just play around with them. Cool, man. So if you had to give advice to your kid, like he's 2 years right now. He's a boy. He's 2 years. So let's say 16 years from now, when he's 18.
He's 18.
Yeah.
Advice.
One advice, solid advice that you can be like, okay, so if I had to leave this world, like for whatever reason, I don't know, aliens are gonna take you. Yeah. You have 5 minutes with your son. The aliens tell you, like, you have 5 minutes to give him advice for the rest of his life. Wisdom. What would that be?
I would tell him to never quit. A lot of people get knocked down and they get defeated, but that's what helps you get better. So I try to convey to him the importance of resilience and the importance of not only rolling with the punches per se, but to do it in loving and just treat people well.
Yeah.
Because I'm a real big believer that those things come back around, you know?
Yeah.
And so just work hard, don't quit, and be in love, and be a loving, kind, good person.
There you go.
And life it's going to be hard. Life is hard. I tell him all the time right now. He's only 2. And I like, dude, your life is as good as it gets. It's as easy as it's ever going to get right now. It just keeps getting more and more difficult, more and more complicated.
Yeah.
Not that it gets bad, but it's never going to get easier. It's always going to get harder. So you have to learn to embrace that as a challenge and keep going, instead of being the victim of life's difficult circumstances. That's the gist, I guess, of what I would try to tell him.
That's great. Yeah.
I also tell him, hey, man, you're a good dude.
Yeah. You're a good dude. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Yeah.
That's it, dude.
That's it. That's all he needs, right? You just never quit. Be a good person. You say love, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That kind of comes in with being a good person. You know, love your people and
love your neighbor.
Treat people with kindness. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Don't be a dick. Basically.
Don't be a dick. Yeah.
Nothing good comes out of that.
Yeah. No, that's true. Well, that's a great advice.
Yeah.
Right. 5 minutes.
Great advice from a great dude.
And you're being taken by aliens.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace out.
It'd be cool, man. I'd love to see the inside of a spaceship.
Yeah.
Alien spaceship.
Yeah, I didn't say what kind.
Yeah. Not just a regular ass spaceship.
Yeah, yeah.
Alien spaceship. Please.
Aliens, yeah.
Thank you.
Please, yeah. Come on. And imagine they'll take you to their planet.
Yeah.
Will they be hostile though? It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No. You can see in space and go to another planet.
Who cares?
Yeah. That's good, man. Well, that was a great advice for your son. I think that you're right. I think you had to be kind. You had to be a good guy. Just be a good dude. You know,
be a good dude, man.
Yeah, be a good dude. Yeah.
That's all
well, you were a good dude. You know.
Oh, thanks, Tony.
You know,
I think the same of you.
Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I think you're a good dude. I think you are. You're a funny guy, and I think you have a lot of potential for your business. And if you utilize your personality more, like on a digital aspect, I know it's not like your thing, but I'm pretty sure you'll get a lot of growth. Not just like business growth, but also like personal growth. There's a beauty about being in front of the camera that people don't realize. When you expose yourself, you kind of are in a way vulnerable, and that's a good thing in sometimes, because that kind of gets you out of your comfort zone, right? So one of the things that have helped me is me personally to I'm already outgoing. I'm already like extrovert, talking to people and all that. But being in front of the camera, creating content kind of helps me like narrow down like the message, and like, okay, this is what I want to say, because I only have like 2 or 3 minutes or a minute to say it. So when I'm talking to people in real world, I kind of can deliver my message quicker, because I've been like doing videos. So I had to kind of narrow down things and get to the point quick in a way that they can understand and relate to it. Yeah.
Well,
so that,
I've got a lot of growing to do, a lot of growth.
No, you do great. You do great. Yeah. And when you grow your business and you can sell it for $10 million, you go pursue your other dream of becoming a comedian. Invite me, because I want to be on your first show. Yeah.
Deal.
All right, let's make it deal. There you go.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Well, look at that camera over there, and just tell them how can they reach you or your business. How can they?
I currently don't have social media.
We're going to fix that.
Yeah, we're going to get that going.
Yeah.
Next time I'll shout out my social. You can go to my website, mciconcrete.com. You can fill out the contact us page, I guess. You can email me, mike@mciconcrete.com. You can
call. Can they call?
Give me a call.
Yeah.
Phone number's on the website.
Okay.
Forwards to my cell phone. Yeah, man. I love it. I like talking to people. So
yeah, man. Yeah, this is a great podcast. Great information. I get to know you a little better. You know, people will get to know you a little better. People that they're gonna be watching. They're like,
oh boy.
Yeah, late tippers are gonna be watching this for sure. You know, they're gonna get to know Mike a little more. You know, they will know the dream of you becoming a comedian. Sorry.
Keep going with that, man.
Hey, man.
All right.
We all have our thing, you know. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming. I appreciate that. It was a really good conversation, and we should do this again. You know.
I'm down.
Maybe we should bring like the boys, bring Danny. You know.
Bring the boys. We can make it more of a.
You know, I'm gonna have Rick.
Oh yeah, Rick Vaza.
Yeah, Rick Vaza.
He's the one who got me into 75 Hard.
Oh, he did.
About it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did it. He completed the whole thing.
Oh, he did. Yeah. Well,
Rick's a very impressive individual.
Rick is he's an outstanding guy. You know, he's very impressive. His business has grown so big, so fast, dude. So from the moment I met him to today, it's like, oh shit, like another level, you know. Well, dude, thank you for coming. Guys, go check out the podcast. Go to YouTube. Go follow us there. Subscribe. Ring the bell so you can get a message next time we post another video. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We are there. Leave a comment. Leave a comment for Mike. If you want him to get his give you a ticket for his first stand-up comedy, just let us know. Also, talk to him. Go reach out to him. Let him know if you are interested in his business. He's really good at it. He's the best in San Diego. I guarantee that. All right, guys. So see you guys later. And thank you for coming out and hanging out with the boys. Peace.